A close call for a Washington snowboarder pulled to safety by a complete stranger. Now at 6, see the incredible video of his rescue.
The calendar reads spring, but this weekend could bring even more mountain snow, winds, and rain. Jason Valentine will have your first alert weather forecast.
Plus, a law enforcement operation involving the FBI at a West Richland home.
Now, KAPP local news at 6.
Talk about a highway headache. Now at 6 o'clock, law enforcement now taking action in Union Gap before a rising number of distracted driving and speeding incidents turn deadly. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Madeline Hagan.
And I'm Alyssa Warner. Reports show 745 people died in crashes across the state of Washington in 2022. That's the most we've seen since 1990. And State Patrol is doing emphasis patrols trying to get those numbers down.
So is the Union Gap Police Department, but KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell tells us it's not because they have too many fatalities, but that they don't want any at all.
This is one of those occasions that, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure.
If you're driving through Union Gap, expect to see more police officers on Autanum Road, Valley Mall Boulevard, and Main Street for an emphasis patrol, targeting the increased number of drivers speeding or using cell phones on the road.
Driving behaviors that we know are responsible for the majority of serious injury and fatality collisions. We're not going to wait for that tragedy to occur here before we do what we can to stem that behavior.
Police say education works for some, but for others, it takes enforcement.
And so for this emphasis, more than likely, if you get stopped for speeding and distracted driving, you're going to get a ticket.
Washington State Patrol Trooper Chris Thorson says they're doing their own emphasis patrol, starting April 16th in Yakima, Tri-Cities, and Walla Walla.
Emphasis patrols are never about making money and writing tickets. What we want to emphasize is, hey, remember that there is a law for you to move over for emergency vehicles and tow trucks on the highways.
If you don't, you might hurt a trooper, like one driver did in January on I-82 near Sunnyside.
A trooper was on a traffic stop on the right shoulder. Someone didn't follow the move over law and actually lost control on the highway and slammed into the back of that trooper.
That trooper back to work now, but others.
We've had troopers here, I know right here in this area, that have been hit so hard at highway speeds that they had life-changing neck and shoulder injuries, which required surgeries, which made them, not be able to do the job anymore. So it's that serious.
That's why they warn people ahead of time and ask them to pay attention.
We know driving distracted leads to collisions. So we just like to politely ask people, hey, it's not about you always. There's other people out on this roadway with their family and friends and loved ones. So keep them in consideration as well.
Reporting, Emily Goodell, KAPP-KVEW Local News.
And troopers aren't starting their emphasis patrols in Yakima, Tri-Cities, and Walla Walla until April 16th, but Union Gap Police are starting right away. And Alyssa, speaking of roadways, going to be an interesting weekend for travel. Maybe not the best weekend to travel.
Definitely not the best weekend to go across the mountains. We're talking about a winter storm watch issued by the National Weather Service. This watch takes effect Friday afternoon. It's pretty calm up there in the mountains right now. This is all going to change tomorrow evening, though. The winter storm watch lasts through Sunday afternoon, and the National Weather Service is predicting heavy snow possible above 2,500 feet.
Now, the agency says to expect snow across all the mountain passes, including Stevens and Snoqualmie. Expect the heaviest snow overnight Friday into Saturday. And just a reminder, the last day of March is tomorrow. It's also the deadline to remove studded snow tires. Now, here's Jason with the forecast.
Good Thursday evening, everyone. Hope you were able to enjoy the sunshine today. And folks, a little bit of wind, about 10 to 15 mile per hour, kind of building as the day went on. As we get to our next 24 hours, we're going to have a pretty calm overnight period and sunshine to start your day. But as we get to the early evening to the later evening hours, we do expect to see quite a lot of rain showers for most of our areas. Also, winds are going to pick up. We could see up to 25 mile per hour sustained winds for our area. So really a change from what we're seeing today. Also, we're also seeing snow coming into the Cascades, the western slopes of the Cascades. Again, this is going to be for your weekend. So big changes are on the way. Again, I hope you got outside and enjoyed the sunshine today. Also, temperatures are going to be cooling down mid to lower 50s starting tomorrow. So folks, a wild weekend is on the way. I want to get you prepared for that. That'll be in my full forecast coming up later in the show.
Thanks, Jason. West Richland police shut down access to part of North Lake Drive this morning because of an FBI operation. Now, information so far tonight is limited. Police do say the Southeast Washington Safe Streets Task Force needed to search a home near Bombing Range Drive. The police say there were no injuries. We did reach out to the FBI, but they told us they're not able to comment other than saying this is an active investigation and there's no danger to the public.
A long standoff now over in Chelan County. This started Tuesday when a neighbor reported a man had fired guns on his property and allegedly pointed one at the neighbor. Law officers surrounded the property and one officer fired their gun. Law officers say there's evidence the property owner also fired a gun. Nobody was injured, but the standoff lasted overnight Tuesday and finally ended around 5 on Wednesday morning. Officers say the property owner was booked on suspicion of second-degree assault. The Central Basin Investigative Team, composed of officers from Grant, Kittitas, and Adams County, along with other agencies, will examine the officers' use of force.
Today, Washington Governor Jay Inslee signed a series of bills passed by the legislature so far this session. One significant proposal extends a price cap on insulin. People with type 1 diabetes will die without taking insulin, usually several doses of it every day. As of this year in Washington, insurance companies can't make customers pay more than $25 per month, and this bill extends the deadline on that indefinitely.
Insulin saves lives and makes it more affordable and will always be a priority, particularly because the governor's mother was diabetic, and my brother's on that list, and to think that we're helping Washingtonians is just really, really great to know this is going to help so many people.
President Biden has called for a national rule putting that same $35 price cap on insulin. So far, Congress has not taken action on that, although some insulin makers have announced plans to create their own price caps.
A federal judge in Texas today whittled away more of the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. The judge struck down part of the law, which requires insurance companies to cover preventative services like screenings for cancer, HIV, diabetes, and mental health. The decision also means insurance providers would be able to stop covering medication to prevent HIV. The Biden administration is expected to challenge the ruling, and experts say you likely won't see changes right away because health insurance contracts are already set for the rest of the year. Washington Senator Patty Murray responded with a statement calling the decision, quote, downright dangerous. Murray says, quote, shredding the Affordable Care Act's requirement that insurers cover basic preventative care services at no extra cost will deny patients across our country critical life-saving services they need, and it will particularly hurt patients with the tightest budgets as well as LGBTQ plus patients.
Now to the continuing debate over Washington's next big airport. The eventual goal is to provide an alternative option to SeaTac. The Commercial Aviation Coordinating Commission recommends that the state either expand Payne Field in Snohomish County or build a brand new airport in Pierce or Thurston County. The commission heard public comment today, and it was largely concerns from people opposed to building new airport in those areas. Now, the city of Yakima has also been working to convince the commission to consider expanding the airport there instead of building a new one. The commission's final recommendation is due in June.
Heritage University is expanding its footprint here in the Tri-Cities. Now they're based out of Toppenish, but have had a partnership with CBC for decades. Now Heritage University will be expanding in downtown Kennewick, taking over what used to be the Tri-City Herald building on Canal Drive. They're preparing to open this new location in August of this year.
We're here, we're local, we have these majors, we're small classes. Most of our classes are face-to-face. And we want to make sure that those students know about us and that we're another option.
Heritage University plans to open for fall classes later on this year.
It's an annual rite of spring and the promise of sunnier, warmer days. Major League Baseball is back. The Mariners kick off their home opener in about an hour at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. They'll face the Cleveland Guardians. Game time is 7:10. You might remember the M's reached the postseason last year, which ended a 21-year postseason drought.
Hopefully that sunnier weather is also on the way too.
Hopefully sunnier weather's on the way. Hopefully the M's can repeat that and go even farther this year.
Most definitely. The glitz and glamour of prom as the formal dance season approaches. A new opportunity to help local students find something to wear to the prom.
And heart-stopping moments in the backcountry near Mount Baker. A snowboarder trapped upside down in a tree well until a stranger came to the rescue.
And meet the local team taking aim at an archery championship. You're watching KAPP KVEW Local News at 6. We'll be right back.
Hey Dad, look,
Us.
this is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What? And when our phones have turned us into this,
LT?
what do you do when you're a company that sells them?
We gotta fix this.
It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes.
Feels good.
And let's find us again. US Cellular, built for us.
Do you miss those 2020 stimulus checks you received and wish you had some extra money for some new furniture?
Well, at Walker's Furniture, we want to help you out. Boost your savings and get big discounts store-wide with your Walker's Furniture stimulus check. Just visit a Walker's store near you or download your checks online and cash in on the savings. Plus, with no money down, no minimum purchase, and special 5 years financing.
You can get that new furniture you've been wanting and save your cash this week at Walker's.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, I'll tell you about a new installation at the Tri-Cities Airport that takes science and makes it art. And big changes are coming in your weather for the weekend. Jason will get you prepared with his first alert weather forecast.
You don't have to go to the East Coast to get a great cheesesteak. Brothers Cheesesteaks right here in Kennewick. Freshly sliced tender ribeye, your choice of classic cheeses, and a toasty French baguette. What are you waiting for? Brothers Cheesesteak? It's not good. It's the bomb!
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more. With a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade. All with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Do you have a current vehicle loan or lease? Do you want a low financing rate? Do you want a new ride? If you've answered yes, then stop what you're doing and get to Steve Hahn today. Stuck in a loan or lease? Steve Hahn wants to get you released and into any new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV with over 500 to choose from. With zero down and as low as 1.9% financing even on used vehicles. Have a job clearing $350 per week? You're virtually approved today. SteveHahnAutoGroup.com.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
It is prom season, and the Valley Mall and Union Gap and Junior League of Yakima are working together to provide free formal wear for teens. They're looking for donations of new or gently used dresses, suits, ties, accessories, jewelry, all through tomorrow. On Saturday, they're setting up a free boutique experience where students who might not be able to afford formal wear on their own will have someone to help them pick out the clothes that fit them best and express who they are.
We wanted to really just take down those barriers and make sure that every kid gets to have that rite of passage, because it's really important.
So to participate, all you need is a current student ID for a Yakima County high school. This event runs from 11 to 4 on Saturday on the upper level of the Valley Mall in Union Gap.
It's a sport that requires concentration, a little bit of muscle, and precision. Tonight we're telling you about the local archery team that's headed to Utah for the national championship.
Before their peers even arrive to school, these dedicated archers are up early working on their aim at Jason Lee Elementary School in Richland.
It's fun, it's exciting, it's It's challenging, to be honest.
Jocelyn Manley is one of 7 students that are preparing for the national championship in April. Coach Liesel Batdorf says these kids have worked hard to qualify.
They're so excited because they have to be in the top 10 in state.
You might be surprised to learn a majority of these kids hadn't shot a bow before joining the program.
So archery is a sport that anybody can do, and so some of these kids that may not be as successful or not want to do other sports, they've really found a passion in archery.
Learn how to aim. I had to have good hand and eye coordination. I had to learn a lot.
Coach Lynn Leedy says the lessons learned here reflect in the classroom.
In order to do archery, we have to trust that you're going to be safe and make good decisions. So it definitely transfers into school and schoolwork and their behavior around the school, which is an added bonus.
And it's paid off for the team of 7 headed to Sandy, Utah in late April.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited. I'm pretty sure I'll do well. I hope my team does well as too. I bet they will.
Extremely excited. We get to go to a whole entire different state, shoot arrows at targets with my friends.
You guys good? Ready to go?
Yes.
Excited and nervous.
The coaches are hoping other schools follow their lead and start an archery program as well. For Jocelyn, her decision to one day sign up for archery will be a lifelong passion.
I love it so much. I'm going to continue with this as long as I possibly can.
We'll definitely be rooting them on in late April. So besides any personal equipment that students choose to purchase, these kids can participate for free. The coaches complete a lot of grant writing to make it accessible to the kiddos. Enterprise Middle School also has an archery program where many of these students will be able to continue competing.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
All right, folks, good Thursday evening, everyone. Again, hope you had a wonderful day today. And yes, winds picking up slightly today, but they're going to pick up quite a lot more as we get into tomorrow. We do have weekend snow in the Cascades, up to 2 feet. Windy and rainy Friday p.m. Well, let's just get you ready for that. As we move into our overnight period, we're going to be looking at calmer conditions, but a little bit of a cell coming into the Yakima, Toppenish, possibly Ellensburg areas tomorrow morning. Could see a little rain snow mixed in there. But as we get to our late afternoon to early evening hours, we have shower activity coming in and we have that snow coming into the Cascades. That will continue into the evening hours. Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish, you might get into a little bit of a pocket where you're not seeing too much precipitation. So the bulk of it is coming into the Blue Mountain region and into the Tri-Cities. That will persist into Saturday morning, and then we'll see a little bit of clearing, more scattered showers for your Saturday and your Sunday. So we have a winter storm watch. It's going to start tomorrow evening at 5 to Sunday at 5. 1 to 2 feet of snow, new snow, is expected during your weekend. That is above 3,500 feet. Also could see gusts up to 55 miles per hour. So if you are traveling to the west side, please take precautions and keep an eye on conditions and if there's any restrictions going on in the passes. It should be some pretty tough traveling this weekend. So our temperature trend, we saw our warmest day of the week today. And then, well, darn it, we returned to the malaise we've been in, about 5 or so degrees below our average. Tri-Cities average is 62. We're going to be right in those mid to upper 50s, but we do look to see a little bit of a warming trend as we get to the latter part of our next work week. Also, winds today, 10 to 15 mile per hour. They're going to boost up Friday, tomorrow, and Saturday to 20 to 30 mile per hour sustained, especially when we get to tomorrow afternoon and pretty much for the entirety of your Saturday. We'll see it slow down on Sunday and into our next work week. Still a bit breezy conditions. So for our almanac, we're right near our average for this time of year for Yakima. Just a little below both the low and high. In the Tri-Cities area, we're a little above the high, but still looking pretty good in our overnight low department. So 2023 countdown, Mariners opener. Oh, can it be? It's tonight. Easter, 10 days away. NFL draft is 4 weeks from tonight. So in our overnight period, we expect not too much cloud coverage. Overnight lows below the freezing mark, Ellensburg and Yakima. Other than that, we're in the mid to upper 30s. Still a little cooler than we saw overnight last night. Tomorrow for your Friday, this is when things are going to change. We're cooler, mid to lower 50s. We'll see some sunshine in the morning hours, then building cloud coverage and building winds up to those showers in our afternoon for most of our areas, and that snow coming into the Cascades. So off and on showers for your Saturday and Sunday. Tri-Cities area remaining in the mid to upper 50s through Tuesday. Then it looks a little bit warmer as we get to the middle part of our next work week. We'll see more sunshine to start our next work week as well. In Yakima, mid to lower 50s through Tuesday, and then a little warmer as well. And again, could see some sporadic showers tomorrow evening into Saturday morning, but the bulk of those showers is coming to the mid-Columbia and into the lovely Blue Mountain region. So as we enter April on Saturday, we are seeing heavy winds and shower activity starting tomorrow night.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. So let's drive on and make the future we want to see together.
Get 0 for 36 plus $2,000 trade-in cash on an in-stock 2022 Escape, only at your local Ford dealer.
The stage is set, a Hollywood week like you've never seen before. Incredible. But one hopeful leaves everyone stunned.
Does that mean that you have decided to leave the competition?
American Idol, new Sunday and Monday on ABC.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
We're celebrating our 28th anniversary with a new Bronco Sport giveaway during Punch It for Bucks in Broncos at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Punch the board and win over $4,000 in big bucks and 2,800 entries to boost your chances to win our Ford Bronco Sport. Plus, don't miss Bronco Billy's bonus rounds where you can earn double the bucks. This Friday, 4 lucky winners will punch the board for big bucks or a new Ford Bronco Sport. Get your entries in today from Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
It's Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. Talk with your primary care provider about getting screened for colon cancer. Get more information at yaktrinews.com.
Colon cancer screenings save lives. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
It's one of the most awesome sights in the Pacific Northwest.
It's hard to decide which direction to look at. It's a very humbling experience.
And it's just a short drive from the Tri-Cities.
You appreciate what we've been given.
Fly the Northwest over Palouse Falls, Tuesday on KAPP Local News at 6.
Next ET.
I'm Kelsey Ballerini.
And I'm Kane Brown.
And y'all can get ready for the CMT Music Awards
with us.
Only we're with the country co-hosts.
So wish us luck.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on KAPP.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same-day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
The only time he tells me I look great is when I side part my hair.
I'm consistent every time I notice something's different. Forget it's the part.
Next Live, Sharon Edgerton and Heather Graham.
Tomorrow morning at 9 on KAPP.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. So let's drive on and make the future we want to see together.
Get 0 for 36 plus $2,000 trade-in cash on an in-stock 2022 Escape, only at your local Ford dealer.
An incredible rescue in the snowy backcountry near Mount Baker in western Washington. A skier rescued snowboarder Ian Steger, who became trapped in a tree well upside down. So tree wells are holes that develop in the snow around the base of a tree. This is video shot by Francis Zuber, who nearly sailed right over Steger as he remained trapped in that tree well. Steger says he had a radio in his backpack, but he couldn't reach it.
Or if I don't want to die here, then I'm going to have to do something to get myself out. So at that point, I was trying to wiggle my board and use the semi-free arm to try to clear snow and do whatever I could to get out and get to the surface. But none of that helped, and it was only pushing me further down in the snow. The snow was only getting tighter around my chest, and my airway that I had kind of created was filling in.
Now, this skier and snowboarder were strangers to each other, but not anymore. Steger says they've already made plans to head out for the mountains again. together this time. We still have much more news ahead on our second half hour. They thought they heard bullets. It was actually paintballs hitting an Eastern Washington home. The residents feel they were targeted, and they're sharing why. That's new tonight at 6:30.
Incredible Palouse Falls by air. KAPP KVEW local news at 6 Tuesday.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or Polar Ice Cap air conditioner mode, because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers all-night cooling.
Mattress Depot USA.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Barden Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
It's here. It's now. The Grand National RV Show. R&R RV North Spokane is hosting the Grand National RV Show March 23rd through April 1st. Shop over 120 RVs inside the West Coast's largest indoor showroom. Motorhomes, camper vans, fifth wheels, and trailers. The time to buy is now. The Grand National RV Show. March 23rd through April 1st. Indoors at R&R RV North Spokane. Special show pricing, giveaways, and food vendors on site. Visit rnrrv.com for more info.
Get moving in the most fun-to-drive Honda vehicles yet. Like the Civic, the vehicle car and driver called more fun to drive than the competition. And the HR-V, with more style, a more sporty design, and more exhilarating performance. Get moving and find the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
I'm getting backyard cookout vibes. Inside? Oh, that's the new DQ Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burger. Now you can take the backyard anywhere with honey, barbecue sauce, and house-made Hidden Valley Ranch. You guys are taking this backyard anywhere thing really seriously. Maybe next time you'll take that DQ Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burger to, the actual backyard. We need a hose. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
The journey home can look a little different to everyone. That's why our expert technicians are here to make sure that wherever you feel at home, whether it's when you're hard at work, surrounded by loved ones, or cheering them on from the sidelines, you get there. Because we know a vehicle is really more than a vehicle. It's your way home.
Find your next Subaru at McCurley Subaru and get 3.9% financing.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
I'm super happy for Polar. I know he's going to be loved here. I'm still going to see him, of course. I'm going to drop by here. I don't know how many times.
That interview was recorded earlier this month when therapy dog Polar was sworn in with West Richland's Police Department. Polar celebrated a birthday this week and turned 2 years old. The English Cream Retriever helps officers with stress and potential PTSD and may eventually help crime victims. A big happy birthday to Polar. And Alyssa, if anybody watching this wants to help, because he is a community dog supported by the community, there's an account. You can go online. We have the link on our website. You can make a donation, whether it's for food, supplies, or anything. Everyone can get involved in wishing him a happy birthday.
Exactly. What a great way. And if you see him out and about,
yes,
stop and say hi. Now up next, we have developing news as we learn that former President Trump will be indicted.
Also, a new future is possible for Takeda. Learn why the orca in captivity for half a century may return to her native waters.
Plus, the idea to reduce violent outbursts on board flights. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 6:30.
Now at 6:30, former President Trump has been indicted. This means he is the first former American president to formally face criminal charges. Now, those charges are sealed, but the Associated Press reports they center on payments to try and keep claims of an affair quiet during the 2016 presidential election. Trump has insisted that he did nothing wrong. His lawyers say they will fight those charges. Thanks for staying with us tonight. I'm Alyssa Warner.
And I'm Madeline Hagan. Now moving to the weather, and a winter storm watch has been issued by the National Weather Service. That watch takes effect Friday afternoon and lasts through Sunday afternoon, with heavy snow possible above 2,500 feet. The agency says to expect snow across all mountain passes. That includes Stevens and Snoqualmie passes, and you can expect the heaviest snow overnight Friday into Saturday. Also, tomorrow does mark the last day of March, which means it's time to remove those studded snow tires. So make sure you're carrying chains with you if you need to. Jason Valentine is tracking the First Alert forecast.
Good Thursday evening, everyone. Hope you were able to enjoy the sunshine today. And folks, a little bit of wind, about 10 to 15 mile per hour, kind of building as the day went on. As we get to our next 24 hours, we're going to have a pretty calm overnight period and sunshine to start your day. But as we get to the early evening to the later evening hours, we do expect to see quite a lot of rain showers for most of our areas. Also, winds are going to pick up. We could see up to 25 mile per hour sustained winds for our area. So really a change from what we're seeing today. Also, we're also seeing snow coming into the Cascades, the western slopes of the Cascades. Again, this is going to be for your weekend. So big changes are on the way. Again, I hope you got outside and enjoyed the sunshine today. Also, temperatures are going to be cooling down mid to lower 50s starting tomorrow. So folks, a wild weekend is on the way. I want to get you prepared for that. That'll be in my full forecast coming up later in the show.
Thanks, Jason. Well, developing tonight, an orca taken from the Pacific Northwest half a century ago may return to her home waters. That announcement today is about the fate of Tikite, also known as Lolita. Pending federal approval, the orca will move to a sanctuary. She was brought from Puget Sound to the Miami Sea Aquarium in 1970. The owner of the Indianapolis Colts has now teamed up with 2 other groups to secure her release and raise the funds to make it happen.
I know Lolita wants to get to free waters. I don't care what anyone says.
Moving the orca is estimated to cost up to $20 million. Now, if federally approved, she could be moved within the next 2 years. Making headlines across America tonight, there were no survivors after 2 Army Black Hawk helicopters from Fort Campbell crashed.
That happened last night, and Army officials say the choppers were on a night training mission. Mike Valerio reports near the crash site.
An investigation underway in Trigg County, Kentucky, after 2 101st Airborne Division medevac helicopters crashed Wednesday just before 10 p.m.
I'm working with the commander and the colonel around both crash sites.
Crews discovering the wreckage in a field, 9 service members killed.
This is a truly tragic loss for our families, our division, and Fort Campbell. Our entire Fort Campbell community is surging resources in support.
The 2 Black Hawk choppers were flying together during a training mission, a common occurrence as helicopters are almost always paired. Officials say crew members were wearing night vision goggles.
That is about as dangerous as you can get for one of these exercises, especially those night vision goggles. Those night vision goggles, when you look out of them, see green, but you certainly don't see as much as you would in the daytime.
There are no reports of damage to homes, but residents in the debris field were asked to leave.
2 helicopters went over and hadn't much got 10 seconds past my house, and I heard the explosion or the loud boom. I just felt, something was terribly wrong.
Investigators now piecing together what exactly happened and how it happened.
They do have something very similar to the black boxes that we see on the larger aircraft, and we're hopeful that will provide quite a bit of information.
That was Rena Roy reporting with ABC News. The Army confirms that all the military personnel killed in this accident were based at Fort Campbell.
In Idaho, a bill to make it a felony for someone to help a minor receive abortion care without their parents' permission is now close to becoming law. This legislation moved through the Idaho State House this month. It is now approved by the Senate and on its way to the governor's desk. If approved, it would be the first of its kind to make it a crime for anyone to transport a pregnant minor within the state to receive an abortion. Now, abortion is essentially illegal in Idaho. This measure suggests, without stating, that taking a minor across state lines for an abortion would be a crime as well. If enacted, those found to be what they call abortion trafficking in Idaho could face up to 5 years in prison. The only exception would be if a parent takes the child out of state for an abortion or provides a guardian permission to do so.
Well, some Eastern Washington families say they felt terrified to hear what they thought were bullets striking their homes. It turned out to be paintballs. However, police are investigating why this happened to these homes specifically. Renea Cower talked with one couple who believes someone targeted them and says the 3 homes hit by paintballs all have one thing in common. That story's new at 6:30.
On this block in the Perry district, 3 homes showed their pride right on the street.
We checked out the house and we saw both of them have pride flags and we're like, this is where we're meant to be.
The Kimenas were at home Monday night, their daughter already in bed, when they heard what they thought were gunshots.
It just came closer and closer, and then suddenly it sounded like, gunshots, but also like pebbles hitting the side of our house and then our front door.
Frozen.
Yeah, definitely.
Really frozen.
Yeah, definitely frozen for a second.
It turned out to be a paintball gun fired at their door, their windowsill, and their next door neighbor's home. The damage still visible on their neighbor's pride flag and window.
We're the only 3 houses with pride flags on the street. We're all in a row. It feels definitely targeted, whether that was actually the intention or not.
Right.
It feels that way.
The Spokane Police Department says it's still conducting an investigation and working to figure out who did this and a motive.
I think there's definitely, when it gets to be around that nighttime dark, the last couple nights I've been like,
whether the motive was for our pride flags or not, definitely still feel shaken up. I guess we want to have the safety that any other family would want in their neighborhood, in their home.
And Spokane police are continuing to investigate a motive in this case.
Making headlines around the world tonight, Pope Francis is reportedly doing better while still hospitalized in Rome. The 86-year-old pontiff was hospitalized Wednesday after breathing difficulties. A spokesperson says after a night of rest, the Pope appears to be improving. He has bronchitis and will spend more time in the hospital as he recovers. Meanwhile, Catholics begin Holy Week observations with Palm Sunday coming up this Sunday. It's still unclear tonight if the pontiff will participate in Holy Week services that lead up to Easter Sunday.
New at 6:30, a new option for a hot cup of Java has opened in the Tri-Cities. You can find Manny's Coffee House on West Clearwater Avenue in Kennewick. The owner started a previous coffee business in Pullman. He opened the Kennewick location with the aim of bringing the community and coffee culture together.
So we wanted to kind of continue what we did in Pullman with the cafe so that we can bring in true coffee culture back into what used to have really good coffee culture. So we're just reviving what was once here before.
The owner of Manny's Coffee House says he wants to stay community oriented and plans to work with Kamiakin High School, the Boys and Girls Club, and Tri-Cities Cancer Clinic. Looks like a delicious drink there.
Always good to see more businesses coming into our area.
It is fantastic, absolutely. Well, taking an adventurous spirit to new heights, the attention-grabbing stunt on an opening drawbridge, that proved to be a real test of nerves coming up.
Plus, violent outbursts on board planes. Under one idea, those who act out could find themselves grounded.
And we're tracking a forecast which includes the potential for spring snowfall in the Washington Mountain Passes. Jason Valentine has the details. That's next on KAPP Local News.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Have you been injured in an auto accident and aren't sure what your rights are? Give Allen Brecky Law Offices a call for a free consultation. They will explain the process to you for free, and will even look into the insurance company's offer for.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0.9 for 60 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 22 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Do you have a current vehicle loan or lease? Do you want a low financing rate? Do you want a new ride? If you've answered yes, then stop what you're doing and get to Steve Hahn today. Stuck in a loan or lease? Steve Hahn wants to get you released and into any new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV with over 500 to choose from. With zero down and as low as 1.9% financing, even on used vehicles. Have a job clearing $350 per week? You're virtually approved today. SteveHahnAutoGroup.com.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Need to refresh a room in your home?
Yeah, have you seen this place?
Well, right now, you can get a look you love and save big during the home makeover sale at Furniture Row. Find huge savings on every sofa, every dining table, and every bed. Save up to $800 on Purple mattress and adjustable base bundles. Plus 3 years, no interest financing. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed.
I love it.
The home makeover sale on now at Furniture Row.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
With friends, there are no secrets.
Chandler entered a Vanilla Ice lookalike contest and won. Ross came in fourth and cried.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on KVEW.
Next extra, we're in Park City and in court for the grand finale of Gwyneth's trial. Then Kevin Hart breaks news about his action star status.
Nobody knows this.
How he's leveling up with John Cena in Die Hard 2. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on KVEW.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0.9 for 60 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 22 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Have you been injured in an auto accident and aren't sure what your rights are? Give Allen Brecky Law Offices a call for a free consultation. They will explain the process to you for free and will even look into the insurance company's offer for.
Tonight, a new push to establish another no-fly list at airports, but this time for unruly passengers. That after a spike in unruly behavior on planes in recent months. Several flight attendants shared their horror stories and now demand change. ABC's Em Nguyen has more from Washington, D.C.
Oh my God! Bipartisan push in Congress to get unruly and violent passengers off commercial flights for good.
Violence has to stop.
A new bill would create a national no-fly list for passengers that are fined or convicted for assaulting crew members on a flight.
Acts of violence are outlandish and unacceptable at any time. They're especially outlandish and unacceptable at 30,000 feet inside a closed airline cabin.
The FAA reported 831 unruly passenger incidents in 2022, up from 146 in 2019. Flight attendants all too frequently are the victims.
I was hit in the head, knocked to the ground, and I sustained very serious injuries as a result of that.
I was crying. I was traumatized. Law enforcement didn't come in time. The perpetrator walked off the plane and nothing happened.
An American Airlines flight attendant described getting a black eye.
Then he spat again in my face and sucker punched me in the eye. I was knocked back 3 feet before falling to the ground.
Currently, airlines can refuse service to unruly passengers, but offenders can still travel on other airlines. This new bill could stop that.
When it comes to violence, if you try, you will not fly.
Em Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
Looking locally now, colorful new artwork now on display at the Tri-Cities Airport. The 3 pieces located throughout the terminal are titled Science is Beautiful. The creative minds behind the artwork are from Pacific Northwest National Laboratory. Each of the pieces displays images that relate to the science going on at PNNL, and there is an opportunity to go behind the visual and learn something new.
And a certain number of the posters have those QR codes and will jump the science-interested public directly to a signature story on PNNL.gov that's a deeper dive into that research and that visual.
We're talking more about this coming up tomorrow morning on Good Morning Northwest. That starts at 5 a.m.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
All right, folks, good Thursday evening, everyone. Again, hope you had a wonderful day today. And yes, winds picking up slightly today, but they're going to pick up quite a lot more as we get into tomorrow. We do have weekend snow in the Cascades, up to 2 feet. Windy and rainy Friday p.m. Well, let's just get you ready for that. As we move into our overnight period, we're going to be looking at calmer conditions, but a little bit of a cell coming into the Yakima, Toppenish, possibly Ellensburg areas tomorrow morning. Could see a little rain snow mix mixed in there. But as we get to our late afternoon to early evening hours, we have shower activity coming in, and we have that snow coming into the Cascades. That will continue into the evening hours. Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish, you might get into a little bit of a pocket where you're not seeing too much precipitation. So the bulk of it is coming into the Blue Mountain region and into the Tri-Cities. That will persist into Saturday morning, and then we'll see a little bit of clearing, more scattered showers for your Saturday and your Sunday. So we have a winter storm watch. It's going to start tomorrow evening at 5 to Sunday at 5. 1 to 2 feet of snow, new snow, is expected during your weekend. That is above 3,500 feet. Also could see gusts up to 55 miles per hour. So if you are traveling to the west side, please take precautions and keep an eye on conditions and if there's any restrictions going on in the passes. It should be some pretty tough traveling this weekend. So our temperature trend, we saw our warmest day of the week today, and then, well, darn it, we returned to the malaise we've been in, about 5 or so degrees below our average. Tri-Cities average is 62. We're going to be right in those mid to upper 50s, but we do look to see a little bit of a warming trend as we get to the latter part of our next work week. Also, winds today, 10 to 15 mile per hour. They're going to boost up Friday, tomorrow, and Saturday to 20 to 30 mile per hour sustained, especially when we get to tomorrow afternoon and pretty much for the entirety of your Saturday. We'll see it slow down on Sunday and into our next work week. Still a bit breezy conditions. So for our almanac, we're right near our average for this time of year for Yakima. Just a little below both the low and high. In the Tri-Cities area, we're a little above the high, but still looking pretty good in our overnight low department. So 2023 countdown, Mariners opener. Oh, can it be? It's tonight. Easter, 10 days away. NFL draft is 4 weeks from tonight. So in our overnight period, we expect not too much cloud coverage. Overnight lows below the freezing mark, Ellensburg and Yakima. Other than that, we're in the mid to upper 30s. Still a little cooler than we saw overnight last night. Tomorrow for your Friday, this is when things are going to change. We're cooler, mid to lower 50s. We'll see some sunshine in the morning hours, then building cloud coverage and building winds up to those showers in our afternoon for most of our areas, and that snow coming into the Cascades. So off and on showers for your Saturday and Sunday. Tri-Cities area remaining in the mid to upper 50s through Tuesday. Then it looks a little bit warmer as we get to the middle part of our next work week. We'll see more sunshine to start our next work week as well. In Yakima, mid to lower 50s through Tuesday, and then a little warmer as well. And again, could see some sporadic showers tomorrow evening into Saturday morning, but the bulk of those showers is coming to the mid-Columbia and into the lovely Blue Mountain region. So as we enter April on Saturday, we are seeing heavy winds and shower activity starting tomorrow night.
Thanks, Jason. STCU and KAPP KVEW Local News are looking for community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step helping us all. If you know someone like this, please nominate them by clicking on contest@yaktrinews.com. Every 6 weeks or so, we choose a volunteer to profile on KAPP KVEW Local News, and STCU awards his or her donation a $1,000 gift. Thank you for nominating someone, and a big thank you to everyone who volunteers. We'll be right back.
Mattress Depot USA, we're all about being friendly.
Customer friendly.
Our sleep consultants would tailor the perfect sleep solution just for you.
Local friendly.
We grew up here.
Brand friendly.
The top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Price friendly.
We always give you the best value.
We might just be the friendliest place on earth. Excuse me? Don't worry, you're still the happiest.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Looking down at your computers and phones is causing pain. Major publications are calling it text neck, and it could be causing long-term bad posture. Well, now there's Hemvana Aero Posture, the amazing back support which pulls your shoulders back and aligns your spine to help relieve pain. Woven with hemp fibers from the cannabis sativa plant, Aero Posture uses the latest technology for comfort and stability. Just slip the straps over your shoulders and fasten. From the second you put it on, your posture will start shifting, relieving pain, and you stand taller. It utilizes triple strap support, 2 which gently pull your shoulders back, and 1 which reinforces your slouched spine.
This x-ray is of a person that hunches, causing increased wear and tear on the joints. This x-ray is of a person that has proper, healthy position of their spine. Aero Posture helps get your neck and back into a healthy position.
I look down at my phone all day long, which causes me a lot of pain. But with my Aero Posture, I have no more pain.
Back braces are hard to hide, but Aero Posture is virtually invisible. Its padded and comfortable straps cradle you and are fully adjustable to fit anybody. Woven with the soothing fibers of the cannabis sativa plant, its blend is so light and breathable, you'll forget it's on. Bulky braces can cost over $100. Now enjoy Hemvana Aero Posture for just $19.99. Plus, you can also get a jar of our best-selling new Hemvana Pain Cream. The unique formula helps ease the pain in your lower back, knees, shoulders, and more. One simple application can rapidly penetrate the skin and give you relief. Just pay a separate fee. Hemvana Aero Posture comes with a complete 100% money-back guarantee. You can get it all, but you have to order now.
Call 1-800-709-2194. That's 1-800-709-2194 or visit aeroposture.com. So call 1-800-709-2194 or visit aeroposture.com now.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. A mystery man scaled a Miami drawbridge earlier this week, drawing gasps from eyewitnesses. I can imagine so.
He also drew the attention of a nearby resident who caught it all on video. Jeannie Moose reports.
Climbing a drawbridge to draw attention to himself, a mystery man clung to the metal grid as ships and boats passed by Miami's Brickell Bridge in the upright position.
What the is wrong with this dude?
Derek Newball shot this video from his rooftop as the climber reached the top.
And I go like, this can't be real. It has to be insane.
As he inched his way back down, some viewers freaked. I am having a panic attack watching this. My palms are literally sweating.
There was a boat passing by and they started clapping.
Police warn the hot Miami sun makes stunts like this even more dangerous by heating up the steel and concrete surface. When he was halfway down, the bridge began to come down and his arm went up in a fist pump. And when he started waving, it was as if he were conducting the horn section. When the bridge was level enough, the climber stood upright and ran. By the time police arrived, he was gone. At the exact moment Derek stopped recording, the climber briefly got down on the ground.
He did like a push-up and just vanished.
This isn't Manhattan's 59th Street Bridge that Simon and Garfunkel sang about, but the Brickell Bridge climber did seem to be feeling groovy. Groovy enough to take a bow. Jeannie Moose, CNN. All is groovy. New York.
Okay, Alyssa, I'm no geometry expert, but that bridge, that's coming pretty close to a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, I'm stuck on, there are so many good things to do in Florida. Why would you do something that's illegal?
A rock climbing gym, perhaps?
There you go.
The beach? I don't know.
Probably air conditioned, too.
Yeah, absolutely. It won't burn your hands.
All right, we're talking about your forecast. It is also going to be pretty cool out there. That's coming up.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or Polar Ice Cap air conditioner mode, because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers all-night cooling.
Mattress Depot USA.
Next ET.
I'm Kelsey Ballerini.
And I'm Kane Brown.
And y'all can get ready for the CMT Music Awards
with us.
Only we're with the country co-hosts.
So wish us luck.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on KAPP KVEW.
We know vaccines, immunizations, and boosters save lives. They nearly eradicated polio, protected our infants from chickenpox and measles, and kept our kids safe from whooping cough and meningitis. The best way to keep your family safe from these viruses is to stay informed about when to get vaccinated. If you have questions about vaccinations, like COVID-19 or the flu, talk with your healthcare provider today. Learn more at askyourprovider.org.
Hey Ham Fam! Easter is April 9th, and Honey Baked Ham is your Easter dinner headquarters. Bring home our famous slow-smoked, fully cooked, spiral-cut hams, dripping with our handcrafted, mouth-watering glaze. Or try our smoked or oven-roasted turkey breast. At Honey Baked Ham, we have your complete meal with a host of delicious sides and decadent desserts ready for you to bring home. Spend less time in the kitchen and more time with your family this Easter. Place your order today, give us a call, or order online at myhoneybakedstore.com.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
It's Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. Colon cancer screening is the #1 way to prevent this disease. Get more information at yaktrynews.com.
Colon cancer screenings save lives. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
All right, let's get you ready for the start of your weekend. Tomorrow, Friday, we are going to see some sunshine early and possibly into the afternoon hours, but we do expect building cloud coverage into those early evening hours with shower activity, and those winds are going to be picking up as well. 20 to 30 mile per hour winds tomorrow. Highs again tomorrow will be in the mid to lower 50s. A little bit more cloud coverage for Yakima, but Yakima could be left out of that evening rain, at least the heavy stuff. So for Walla Walla, plenty of shower activity tomorrow afternoon into Saturday morning. Highs right around the mid-50s, morning sunshine, and a little bit more cloud coverage for the Ellensburg areas. They cool off by quite a bit down to the 50-degree mark. So folks, after this lovely day today, get ready for morning sun and then shower activity and winds to build up throughout the day, especially as we get to the evening hours.
And again, that winter weather headed for the Cascade Mountain Range, right?
Winter weather, but we are seeing just a final glimpse of that nice day here today in the Tri-Cities.
Thank you so much for watching. We're always online. We're back tonight at 11 o'clock.